Hey, you. Yeah, you. Um, Hi. Good morning. It's 6:46 a.m. on Monday, June 6th, 2016. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up, and it is also very humid right here, right now, today. We got a lot of rain yesterday, and now the air is saturated. Ugh. Uh, this is 5 more minutes. Um, as is typical on Monday mornings when Game of Thrones is in season. I watched too much TV last night. Well, okay. The problem is not strictly speaking the TV. So I watched Game of Thrones and then I watched Silicon Valley, and that would be only 10:30, which is not an unreasonable bedtime. But the problem is when I watch those two shows, it leaves me sort of excited enough and brain processing enough that I don't go to sleep right away. That's really the larger issue. So I'm sleepy right now. I don't have to do it that way. I could change that pattern. Oh well. Um it's fine. It's all fine. How are you? So yesterday, as previously promised, I tried out the new dog wash sprayer in the shower. The inability to stop the spray is non-ideal. Um, it makes it just kind of inconvenient to have to, when I need to set it down, to kind of have to set it somewhere that it won't spray everywhere. It occurred to me though that I could probably just go to the hardware store and find a pretty simple valve to place in between the sprayer hose and the the shower head attachment, and that would allow me to lower the pressure going to the sprayer. So I might do that for next time. Also, just as a, very low level project. Um, so that would be, something to try. Luna does not seem to especially like baths, but to be sure, like this was not any worse than doing it in the bathtub was. I don't want to overstate that either. She's cooperative, but it's the sort of cooperation of like, I'm ready to go ahead and be done now anytime that you're willing to let me out of here. Further, once the sprayer will, what I will say is that the sprayer works very well, especially for rinsing the shampoo out, and so that part of the process is definitely faster. And so, I got a little shampoo smelling dog now. She's, oops. Uh, can you see the shampoo smell? Um, so anyway, yeah, mission accomplished. I will say that one of the advantages of the shower stall over the bathtub is just that it's easier for her to hop in and out, which probably makes it less scary for her. Um, but also, just means that I'm having to really be proactive to block the door to the shower stall so that she does not just jump right out. Also, she does not enjoy being towel dried or the hair dryer, and so basically, trying to dry her off is just an exercise of she's trying to squirm away, and I'm trying to hold her still until I decide, yeah, that's good enough, and then she runs around and rolls on the rug and basically is wet for a while. But she's very sweet, and it all worked out in the end. Also, I'm not going to talk too much about it just because obviously we're going to do a podcast about it, but Mike and I are finally getting back around to continuing our watching 100 movies list, which it's been a while. But the next movie was Sound of Music at number 40, and so I watched that yesterday, and I can say that even more than I had realized, I had never watched the whole thing all in one go before. I had seen big chunks of it here and there, but I had never just sat down and watched the whole thing from beginning to end. Um, it's long. Obviously, it's an enduring classic, has many great qualities. Um, but what I will say, too, is that there are parts in between the parts that everybody remembers it for, and those are not always as engaging as the rest. Anyway, it's wonderful, of course, but it's also long. All right, I will talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes.